Lancashire Music Service has formed an innovative partnership with Ableton that has so far enabled over 100 schools and thousands of pupils in Lancashire to access Ableton's industry-standard software and hardware products. This includes secondary schools, specialist schools and PRU settings. Today, we are visiting Broadfield Specialist School in Burnley to find out more about their journey with Ableton and how it has impacted their school curriculum and pupils.
My name is Steve Mills. I am Head of Creative Arts Faculty at Broadfield Specialist School.
My name's Danny Hurley. I'm the lead music teacher at Broadfield Specialist School.
When I started at Broadfield, the music lessons consisted of pass a tambourine around and a set of maracas, and that used to constitute music. At Broadfield, we've evolved. We've got the Ableton push, which has just made the whole curriculum a much deeper experience for our students.
So we've integrated Ableton within our curriculum. We don't necessarily have a scheme of work, which is this term we're learning about Ableton Push. We just integrate it with our existing scheme of work. Some of our students follow a sensory curriculum, which is really beneficial for some of our PMLD learners. We've got one unit, which is a space project, and they can explore different sounds using the push. It's really good for composing, it's really good for songwriting. They can learn how to layer different instruments. Also, as well as an alternative instrument to some of our GCSE students who are doing an accreditation, so they might want to choose that as their instrument.
These schools have access to Ableton Push 2 instruments, Ableton Live Intro software, ongoing training and resources via the Lancashire Music Service YouTube Ableton playlist and the Ableton website at no cost to themselves.
I think the accessibility of it is a massive feature. I think the fact that it's quite a tactile instrument, it's also quite big. So if you've got students who are wheelchair users, for instance, or any mobility issues, such a brilliant tool to be able to use because there's enough to press and engage with the actual interface of it.
So a broad range of our students enjoy using Ableton products, push devices, but also the software, which we use for our radio show, which has had a big impact in our school, promoting a love of music generally. It's quite simple, you can visually see what you're playing. Quite tactile as well, the buttons are quite satisfying to touch. And also the light is very sensory, so it's quite accessible and engaging.
I would try and integrate it within your curriculum. If you make it a choice and empower it through other musical sessions, then I think the outcomes will increase.